What is up, my peepholes? This is your guy Kalai, and welcome back to Budget Buys. Now today I'm going to be taking a look at the U Youse gaming earbuds that I found just the other day at my local Five Below. Now to be perfectly honest, I had absolutely no idea these existed. There's nothing about them online, the Five Below website doesn't mention them, and they weren't in the store last time I was there. The only reason I even thought to look for these is thanks to a comment from YouTube user Legend Skull. It's thanks to them that this video is happening. Anyway, these look to be a more portable alternative to the U Youse gaming headset I reviewed a while back. Though obviously with these being earbuds, things are going to play out just a little bit differently. Anyway, let me go ahead and pull these out of the package and show you what we're working with. And here they are. Now I'm going to be perfectly honest. Before I started making this video, I had no idea gaming earbuds were even a thing, though it does make sense that they'd exist. What makes these gaming earbuds would have to be the addition of this little guy right here. This is a second microphone on the end of a flexible metal shaft. And yes, I did say second microphone because these really have the exact same microphone and control configuration of most smartphone earbuds. Heck, they even end in a tripole tip. Though of course, just like last time, U Youse were kind enough to include an adapter so that you can use these earbuds with your computer or another device that doesn't support TRRS connectors. Though, they went a little bit above and beyond what they included with their gaming headset. With the gaming headset I reviewed previously, they included this little generic splitter cable, which, while it does the job, it's really nothing special. This time, however, they included a cable that was not just a splitter, but quite the significant extender. I want to say this is close to 2 feet. Even better, they branded it. I don't know if I can get a good shot. I'm still learning how to use this new camera, but you can probably see their branding right there on the jack. And this thing works quite well. I'm actually going to get quite a bit of use out of this for future reviews. That's enough about the accessories. The main thing most of you are here for is probably to know how these feel and how they sound. And I'm proud to report that these are actually pretty friggin' comfortable. Now I know many times in the past I've talked about how I am not the biggest fan of earbuds that stick inside your ear canal with these little nubs, but thanks to a set of basin earbuds that I've been using for a while now, I've gotten a little bit more used to it. Nowadays, I'm just not a fan of the ones where the part sticking in your ear canal is the only thing holding it in place. The ones I was talking about previously have ear clips, so they rest quite comfortably. These have an additional piece of rubber that sits inside the ear itself, and it does a really good job holding this gently in front of your ear canal. I give it my thumbs up. And as for the sound quality, it's not bad. It's not amazing by any stretch of the imagination, but you can definitely tell that these weren't originally designed to be $5 earbuds. In fact, the packaging for these was apparently designed in 2015, so I want to know where these were being sold all this time because I've never once seen them in Five Below. But either way, the sound is actually pretty clean. And I say clean because the bass, while present, isn't muddy or even that heavy despite what the packaging says, and the treble isn't tinny or harsh. It's just a pretty flat tone, though not flat enough that I would call these monitors by any stretch of the imagination. And to be perfectly honest, I would be fine packing these up with my laptop and bringing them around with me if I didn't want to risk damaging my better earbuds and I didn't have space to pack a full set of headphones. Now for my opinion on the mic. Don't worry, I will be doing an audio test later, but let me give you my first impressions anyway. It seems what they're using in here is a standard microphone from any set of smartphone-enabled earbuds. So it's not going to be much different than the sound you're going to be getting out of this little guy, though you don't have to do push-to-talk to get it to work. So it's not going to sound as rich as the gaming headset that I reviewed previously. But don't take my word for it. Let me go grab the gaming headset and do a little bit of audio capture from both of those so that you can take a listen. And I'll use this to wrap up the video. And welcome to Audacity. Right now I'm using the full-size U Youse gaming headset that I reviewed previously just so you can see what this sounds like before I start using the microphone on the earbuds. If I'm not mistaken, this uses a 9mm condenser capsule, and all in all, doesn't sound that bad for $5. Now let's switch over to the earbuds. And here's how the earbuds sound. Now I didn't change any settings when I moved over to the earbuds, and yet things look like they're coming in a little bit quieter. Now that does make sense due to the fact that these are using a 3 to 5mm capsule, if I'm not mistaken, whereas the headset uses, I believe, a 9mm capsule, and that's going to make differences in both volume as well as sound quality. But before I dive too far into that, let's move over to Fritcher. And welcome to Fritcher. I decided to swap back over to the gaming headset so we can see just how different these mics are when it comes to frequency response. Now what you're looking at here is the basic pattern that you're going to see in a lot of mics that claim to be responsive between 20 and 20,000 Hz, though admittedly we're getting significant drop-off in the 10K range. Now, let's switch over to the earbuds. And here's the response pattern of the earbuds. Now, admittedly, USAID didn't include anything that talked about the frequency response of this microphone, but if I had to hazard a guess, I'd say they'd claim between 50 and 10,000 Hz, though there's definitely a good amount of drop-off happening in the 5 kHz range. And what that's going to do is leave you with a kind of crunchy sounding file. I know in all of the testing I did prior to recording this video, it kind of sounded like I was recording off of my cell phone. However, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Yes, if you're looking at this from a fidelity and content creation standpoint, I would suggest skipping this headset, and if you had only a $5 budget, grabbing the other USAID gaming headset that I was using just a moment ago. But if you want something just for voice chat and can pack up easily, you could definitely do worse. And what's interesting is this is actually one of the lowest cost pairs of gaming earbuds that I've come across. In my research up to this point, I really only saw them starting in the $15 range, and those didn't even come with a flexible microphone shaft. So that's actually kind of cool. That being said, I'm definitely not going to be using these in any videos going forward, but they may find their way into my laptop case so that I can at least use Discord on the go without having to use my laptop's integrated microphone, because it really sounds like it wants to start a jet engine and just take off. My PC fan is that loud. Anyway, I've got a whole heck of a lot of other microphones to get back to reviewing. I can't spend too much time on this one. So, until next time, this is your guy Cly, signing off.